Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So I'm recording in a different place, and I'm even more brain dead and tired than usual, so kind of a bit quiet, and hopefully the new place doesn't have many audio issues, hopefully no loud noises and whatnot, but let's get straight into it. This team is pretty spicy, pretty good old generic infantry pulse shenanigans, but super high merges on units, pretty much maxed out flowers across the board. Of course, the actual blessings don't make sense because it's in animal blessings during light season, but I'm guessing they didn't change their defense, or if not, they just don't really care to bother. Our game plan here is to use the fact we have our bolt tower, since their catapult anyways isn't high enough level, and so we're going to take out Julia and Saizo in one turn, then with Crom, and we're just going to hit end turn here, trap Bright Archer there. The big thing is we have to probably kill because Wings of Mercy is an option for her to get out otherwise. But we're up against a Luna, Glacies, and a female Corian with Gloom Breath. So, kind of non-trivial stuff. Biggest thing we need to do is our daily damage calcs, so it's going to be maybe a long video. I also probably have to plan a bit about how to attack turn 3 and get everyone set up properly, because I do have to break all the structures, which is somewhat non-trivial. We'll see how much of an issue it becomes when we look into it. But let's get straight into it with damage. I already computed the simple stuff. We one-shot Saizo and Julia pretty easily with Crom. Pretty easily in quotes. I'm assuming Dark Shrine is... Well, I'm just assuming Dark Shrine and stuff was active. We still kill anyways, unless I did something wrong. So the big thing we have to do is compute if we actually can kill all these units. Then it's just a matter of damage. And then that will work to our advantage, because after attacking twice, we'll have Soul at 1 cooldown, and none of these guys have guards, so whichever one attacks we proc Soul on, so we can get an okay heal off of these units. That should allow us to tank the rest, I believe, in theory, but we should calc it out just to be sure, of course. And the biggest thing to know is that the healing tower is only level 5, so Azura here is going to be not at 100% HP, so Ranveether is not going to be active. So first thing to note is there's again no buffs here, so let's actually see who grabs the Dark Shrine buff debuff, because that's probably the most important one. Nino is going to absorb the Bright Shrine for us. We don't have to worry about that, it's just the Dark Shrine. So that's 74? 74 versus... yeah, so Nino actually creeps all the debuffs for us, so that's great for Crom. So Crom's going to have, okay, so it's 42-48 defense against Azura, which is going to be 24. If I did that right. So Azura is going to have 49 attack, so she's doing 25 damage. Of course, I don't believe there's I keep forgetting the rules for what factors into damage, so I'm just calculating raw damage with specials. What actually ends up happening might be different, but I'm just too lazy to check, because if we check every scenario and we live, you know, there's no real point to needing to compute much more from that. But the biggest thing is our res here against these two. So 32. And then Kaden will be max buff, so 32 is going to be 39 res. So 39 res is going to be... Gordon's going to be at full HP, so she's going to have minus 9 attack from Crom. So she's doing negligible amounts of damage, like 3. Unless I did something wrong again, of course. Low attack res. No, I already factored that in. Yeah, I think that's right. As long as we buff everyone properly, it should be fine. And then what do we have here? Okay, Arvis, he's gonna have 60 attack, but he's going to be debuffed by Crom by -9, so that's 51, which is 41 attack. And he also has the Foxtail, so Crom's gonna get another -4 res, so that's 35, I believe. 32, 39, 35, yeah. 35 res. And then Glacies with 39 res is going to do, I believe that's 31? Yeah, that's 31 damage. So he's doing the most damage out of them all, with 37 currently, if I computed everything properly. Okay, so now we have to compute the matchups, how much damage Crom actually does. So let's pretend in the worst case scenario, Corrin attacks first, and Crom gets debuffed from -7 speed. So then we would be at 45, 38, 47. Okay, so you don't get doubled, that's fine. That's basically all we care about there. Does she not die? If she doesn't die, that might be good for us, but let's see, 73. Oh, we'll be back. Oh, never mind. It was just a clock. 10 out of 10. So Zero will be down 5 HP, so she'll be at 41, 68. Oh, he's getting the kill easy. So that's an easy one shot. So he heals 20 from her. Yeah, he heals 20. Corrin, probably the worst matchup here. Crom's gonna have 61. 61, 70. He's doing 30 damage? Question? No. He's gonna be debuffed 9 defense. So it's 31 into 70, yeah. So he's doing 39 damage for the first hit. Does he double? Crom will have 45, 54 speed. So yeah, that is a double for him. So he would pick up the 1-round KO. He heals 19 off of her, so it's basically comparable to Azura. And then Arvis, he's going to debuff our attack by 7. But we debuff his attack by, or defense by 9, so it's basically overall -2. But we're just going to calc it properly because we can. So 64, 57, 57 plus 9, 66, which is going to be 79 against Arvis, which is easily a one-shot. As expected, that there was nothing too mind-blowing about that. So we would heal 21. So all the heals are pretty comparable. We can just approximate average to 20. So say Arvis attacks first. He's going to do 37 damage, but then it's net 17. So then we would be at 46, 39, and then Azura could do like 25 and 3, so we would be fine by a bit, by a small sliver, capital. So we're living. We pick up the 1-round KO on everyone except Azura. We don't kill Azura, right? Oh, wait, we're too fast. Wait, we're too fast for 45, 54? Yeah. Okay. We're not too fast if Corrin attacks first, but she's never attacking first, but she's doing negligible amounts of damage. So I don't think we have to worry about that. If it happens to be that way and then Tharja comes into town with a Dragon Fang, so be it. We could just be dead from that, but we'll see what happens. Don't really care too much about computing who's going to actually attack first, but phone's also getting kind of low on battery, so I gotta be kind of quick here. Okay, so my turn 1 play here is I probably want to test Bolt Trap because I want Caden here to buff when he gets the chance. So that means we gotta have, yeah. So that means we gotta have him test turn 1. We could then have Crom break this. Then we can dance with Peony. Use the change fate with Crom. Break this. You know, yeah, we're just gonna go with that play. That seems like the best play. Because then we can do something here. Like have Crom attack. Then we can dance and set up like that. So it should be fine. I do suspect this one is fake though. This one just seems logical to me. This one would be for some galaxy brain stuff I won't talk about, but let's go for the... Yep, that's pretty expected. Okay, so now how do I want to position my units here? I guess I gotta do this. Snaps. Should have actually probably thought about it, but whatevs. It should work out. Trademark. Alright, they destroyed my catapult. Whatever shall I do? Yeah, this is going to be ouch, but Crom's getting debuffed by Bright Shrine right now. Should be fine afterwards. We want Caden. Oh, crud. I miscomputed this. Yeah, I did. Caden's not going to be adjacent to Peony. Oh no. That's a mistake. Is there a way I could set it up so that that is the case? It is the case that it's like this. Peony's here, and it still works out. I don't think so. Okay, let's see. What could we do? We could... See, we can't change fate with Crom because then the isolation effect comes into play. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna quickly recalc the res damage. So Corn's doing 10 damage. Wait, no. Caden get +6. So I think it's negligibly different, yeah. The margin of us living is large enough so where we can assume that doesn't affect anything. So we can... So we want to do this into this, like so. Alright, so Nino's debuffed as expected. And so now here's the moment of truth. See if our calcs actually went out correctly. If not, so be it. Again, Thardra should be trapped in there because Azura gets healed out of Wings of Mercy, so we should be fine there. I'm mostly just worried about Corrin, if anything, and if of course I miscomputed something. So, first thing, easily killed Julia there. That was a no-brainer. And then we take out Sizel there, also a no-brainer. Yes, we can break this at this point because we're already going all in anyways. Nino can march in, and then we can just have air. I mean, we can just have air adjacent, there's really no risk. Should have broke the fast statue if I was going to do that. Let's see how much, what happens here. Arvis does more than I computed, so we might be dead here, yeah. And yeah, now we drop a unit. I mean, we're going to drop Caden anyways there. So, what went wrong? I didn't buff Caden. Yeah, that didn't have to happen. That was just stupid on my part. I didn't buff Caden. I didn't buff Caden, right? I just moved him. Oh my gosh. That did not have to happen. Yeah, you saw there that we were going to easily live if we did that. Well, it feels bad. That happens to the best of us. So we just gotta make do with what we have now at this point and go with it. So the biggest thing, we probably just want to get rid of Thardra here. That seems fine. The glimmer of life. Death's caress. Do my best. So we're gonna do this jank play where we smite Nina over and go over here. So Corn's, she's gonna be able to debuff Nina's speed. It's not enough for her to double though. Air can't kill either, so. It's a little jank. Okay, let's do this. I know I want to do that. Yeah, it kind of feels bad, but what happens, happens. That's how it goes sometimes. At this point, she's also going to bonus, and she's going to get an attack buff. It might be in our best interest to wait it out, but waiting it out is kind of a bad option as well. There's no real good way to approach the ether structure once we get to that point.
Maybe this way. Do my best.
And we can't do a combo where we pick up the ether structure and dance. So, yeah, that just feels bad. I didn't buff Caden. That's literally all it was. Oh my gosh. It happens to the best of us, especially when you're brain dead. I said I needed to buff Caden. That's exactly what I proceeded to not do. 10 out of 10. Do I just want to... How many turns I got? 5 of 7. So if I go here, she's going to be chasing Peony. There's no doubt about it. I guess I could also just compute, but then we kill, so...
Do my best. Ready.
Okay, let's just compute to see if we can just avoid the double. I doubt it though, because minus 7 speed's 35, 39, 42. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. So I think running's probably the best option here. Yeah, this is silly play on my part. It feels bad, man. You hate to see it. Theoretically, it is just a straightforward setup here for the ether structure, but I'm too brain dead to figure it out. The problem is if I back up Nino there, that's not very good for us.
Do my best.
So Corn's going to be doing how much damage to us? So Nino's going to be down to 44, and Corn's going to be 49. So we can go for the ploy strat, or flower of joy strat, to get more speed so we don't get doubled. That's fine. Nino's defense is going to get targeted, so nothing changes there. Corn gets an extra 58 attack, and we also have a range vantage range, so that means we have to live a moonbow, so we have 21, 57, 58. Wait, yeah, 57. And then Corn would have 58. I mean, that seems fine. What could possibly go wrong, Kappa? I mean, we can just also just go for this play. But I'm guessing that one's real, and yeah. So, here we go. Could potentially drop another unit here if we did this wrong. But nope, we did it right. So, should be fine. And... Alright, here we go. That feels bad, but that did not need to happen. That was just a dumb play by me. But at least I know I did my... I did, for the most part, everything right. I just miscomputed because, yeah, like Arvis did, I believe, 44, and Crom had 7 less res than what I computed. So everything was right. It would have worked out. Unfortunately, I goofed. But no defenses yet. But unfortunately, can't end on a happy note of full sweeping, but in theory we could have gone the full sweep there. It was definitely there. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is the Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!